TIFU by telling my husband I liked a pair of earrings. TLDR. I made a joke about wanting something expensive and ended up with it, and I regret it. My husband and I were out at an art walk with friends and passed by a jewelry store. I noticed some pretty gold and opal earrings in the window that were, in my opinion, clearly out of our price range. But in classic, let's indulge in the fantasy that we can have whatever we want for a moment style, I walked in to have the person give me a closer look. Hubby and friends followed me in. So the guy unlocks the case and I try on the fancy earrings and ask the guy how much, and he says, $2,800. Now I am not a jewelry person. I rarely wear any. I am a homebody. So it's not like I have many occasions for whipping out earrings in any case. My husband, I believed, knows this. So after the guy tells us the absurd price, I jokingly make eye contact with hubby and say, "Birthday?" Quote, "That's it's just birthday," then laugh and we leave and go on our way. We get a little further and my husband pats his pockets and says, "Oh shoot, I forgot my wallet in the car," so I give him the keys. He runs the several blocks back to the car and our friends and I keep going looking at galleries until he catches up with us. At which point he hands me a jewelry box. Friends are impressed, husband is very proud and happy. And I am mortified. I feel so bad. Don't get me wrong, we can afford it, but it is such a ginormous waste of money. But I couldn't bring myself to tell him. I would rather not have them in front of our friends. To be honest, I don't think I'm ever going to have the heart to tell him. It sounds like you never ask for anything frivolous and your husband just jumped on the opportunity to indulge you. I'd be finding any excuse to wear them. Just be happy that he loves you, listens to you, and appreciates you. That is something so many women wish they had. You have a husband that clearly adores you, and to him, I bet your happiness is priceless. Just know that he is listening to you though. Maybe joke about less expensive things in the future. But love him and enjoy those earrings. As a husband, it's not a waste. You are worth it. Don't ever tell him, enjoy the earrings. As someone who grew up poor and is still poor, I understand why you're a little horrified. But honestly, if you can afford that kind of thing, I'd keep it. What a sweet gesture. I know that if my spouse could drop that amount of cash on a gift to make me happy, he would. And I would treasure it because it would be a nice symbol of how much he cares. So, wear the earrings and be proud that you picked such a caring man as a spouse. You like them enough to go in and try them on. Some small business has benefited from your patronage. You say that you can afford them. So it's not going to cause a hardship to keep them. I say enjoy them. Don't tell your husband you regret the purchase. He's feeling happy, thinking he's made you happy. This could hurt his feelings. And why? They don't sound like an everyday wearing piece. So surely you'll have some special occasions to wear them to. I mean, you went in, tried them on, asked the price, and looked at your husband pretty much asking for it as a gift. Y'all say we ignore signs, but when we follow them we're wrong too. LMAO, just enjoy the gift. Don't tell him the truth, but just tell him that one pair of extravagant earrings is plenty and you love them. That way, he won't do it again, but won't feel bad that he splurged on something you really didn't even want. I mean, if you have kids or ever plan on having them, nice jewelry can be great heirloom pieces. Instead of thinking of it as frivolous or as a waste of money, think of them as a way to connect with your loved ones via memory even after you've long passed on. Heck, if they're small and you really like them, you could even just wear them every day. I felt like putting in my 2 cents. I would rather my wife was honest with me, told me that she greatly appreciated and felt extremely loved and happy for the earrings, but Explained it was mostly a joke and she didn't actually want the earrings. Maybe return it and go somewhere nice for dinner a few times. Or find something else really pricey that both of us can share together. Still making sure that the gesture wasn't wasted or that she thought I made a mistake or misread her or something. Plot twist. Your husband is here and currently reading your sentiment. God, these are the reactions I fear when giving someone a kinda expensive gift. If it were me, I'd tell my husband because I know it would be something we could laugh about together. And every time you wear them, they'll remind you of his sweetness, as well as this inside joke you now have together. I would also make sure to tell him that though the earrings are lovely, the fact that he cared enough to listen to you and act on something that he thought would make you happy, that's what makes you feel special and reminds you that you made the best decision of your life when you chose to be his wife. The only foo is that you are ruining something special a kind person did for you. If you can afford it, be appreciative, allow yourself the nice thing even if jewelry isn't your thing. Oh, please ask him out to dinner so you can wear your new earrings. He jumped at the chance to get you something for you. He knows they're expensive. He's not dumb. He wants to see you shine. You can afford it. Chalk this up as a moment to remember when you're old and reminiscing about how romantic he was way back when. Single quote. I wear my jewelry every day, even if I am going nowhere. Sometimes it takes grace to be a receiver of a gift. You're never going to tell him. You're going to take this as a huge blessing that he's just a great guy who will do anything to make you happy. Move on and make sure you wear them anytime you end up in anything remotely fancy. Up. Your fantasy enjoyed the earrings enough to try them on. Your brain is throwing up all these roadblocks about why you shouldn't. You're a homebody, etc. It sounds like you enjoy the earrings and your brain is trying to stamp that out because you shouldn't, even if you don't use them that often. They're there, like a fancy secret for you to indulge. Tell your brain to shut up and let your heart be happy. Hey up. Whether you decide to tell him or not, you will always have the story of how your husband was spontaneous and thoughtful on a spring day out with your friends. Every relationship is different, so trust yourself to know what to do. If you keep them, think of his love every time you put them on, and tell the story whenever someone compliments them. If you don't, just make sure to keep the memory of how much he loves you and wants you to be happy in each moment. This man wants to surprise and delight you as a way of showing how much he cares about you. Talk about first world problems. All men are bad.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.